Why did you choose this one? Why not the Book of Mormon? Why not the Korah? Why not why did you choose this? Why is this one right and everything else wrong?
Because when you read about Joseph Smith, who started the Mormon Church, and when you read about his claims, there is so much internal contradiction.
I could say the same thing about yours.
Good, then give me one example of how Christ contradicted himself.
Infinite things.
Good, well I'm going to be out here for a few hours today, so why don't you go find your contradiction of Christ and bring it out here. You can't accept the contradictions of Joseph Smith, but you do insist, although you don't have an example right now, that Christ contradicted himself.
I'm working on it.
Okay, good. Keep working.
Can God be seen by man? In John 4:12, wherever no one has ever seen God. In Timothy 6:16, no man has seen or can see God. Then there's also the story of Abraham seeing God. That's one example. There's also a lot of examples with incest of contradictions. How are some contradictions just context and some just diametrically opposed to what other books say?
Okay, what does it mean when I say that I have seen God in the first century and saw Jesus? I saw God in human form. But no one has ever seen the Father.
Like, how do you decide what parts of the Bible you follow? Like, rules that you follow through the Bible of if your brother dies with a wife, you must implant your seed in her to have the children or something like that. I can find the actual writing. But like, what do you decide is real and what's just a metaphor of life?
If you can't answer that question, you will flunk out of this place. You will flunk your English class and you'll flunk your biology class.
But you're using the book as a scientific explanation for what...
No, I am not. There is no science in the Bible. Let's all say it together. There is no science in the Bible. That is why, if anybody says to you, science contradicts the Bible, they either haven't read the Bible or they don't know what science is.
There's nothing behind it. Why should I believe it?
Why should you believe the Bible?
Sure. Why is this specific writing with very little physical evidence from the past something I should accept as truth?
Archaeology supports the names of places, the names of Roman rulers listed in the New Testament, because archaeology supports the Pool of Bethesda, the Pool of Siloam.
Some of these people might have existed, but there's no evidence that shows the parts of the Bible that are like, give the power that like are above human.
Oh my goodness. You can't scientifically prove God. Why? Because God is not a physical object. God is a spiritual being. Therefore, science has no answer to the question, does God exist or not? Because science only deals with what you can observe and repeat. And if you can't observe it, and if you can't repeat it, it ain't science. But guess what? If you tell me that the only way you can know truth is through science, you are naive, gullible, and ignorant.